Double kill. Triple kill.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, welcome back. It's old Pappy back with another one, and this is another episode of the Suicide Squad. That's right. A bunch of bots that I have no business running. None of them make any sense. Definitely not playing the same 5 bots in my hangar like some guys do. And we're just going to get out there and get started. So right off the hop here, I have my little baby Cerebus all growed up now. I got it like everybody else did by earning it in the operations. And if you recall, if you check my past videos, I did a video where I had level 1 Cerebus fighting in Champions League, and I was actually quite surprised because lots of guys on the Facebook pages say that it's crap, but you know what? It actually held its own, especially with this specific weapons outfit here. So I got the 2 Scourge on the side, and I got the Calamity on the top. 600 meter range, does more damage the closer you get. Now I've got this baby I kept upgrading and upgrading, and now I've got her up to a level 11. You know, it's not MK2 yet. It's not there. I think I got a fortifier or 2 on it now to give it a bit of a boost for its built-in Ansel shield, and it's kind of like a dog's breakfast of a bot. But on the other hand, that's what it should be because it was created by the community. We all kind of just chipped in with some, they kept doing a bunch of surveys. What do you want to see? What should this community bot be? And of course, nobody could really agree. We wanted it to suppress people. We wanted some protection. We wanted it to do damage. And so what it does is it has this cool little built-in weapon. I wish the range was a little bit longer. It's 350 meters. It could stand to be a little bit longer range. But what it does is when you hit your enemy, you suppress them. It does some damage, makes them feel sad. I mean, everything you want it to do, that's what it does. And so I'm going to start off here. This whole point of this video is just to run a bunch of different bots, throw some weapons on them. I'm not going to run 5 white dragons. I'm not going to run 5 leeches. I'm not going to run entirely maxed gear. I do have a leech, but I have some level 10 weapons on it. Again, these are MK2 Scourge and Calamity, but it's a level 11 Cerebus. I really love, if you look at it here, isn't that kind of cool? I really love that little effect, the little gas tank or a little power tank on the back for its Ansel shield has little sparkles kind of coming off it there where it shows it's charging. Super awesome. And one of the things I really love about this bot, it's got pretty good speed. It is kind of a glass cannon in that if you get hit, you're going to die. So the key is to not get hit, right? So I'm just kind of like just playing back here, just hanging back. And I'm trying to always attack from the left because the left is how you can see I can corner shoot. That is a big drawback. There goes my weapon right there, my little magic peekaboo weapon. And, one of the things with this bot, you really got to do this kind of attack from the left all the time. It really is. It's almost like trying to run if anybody remembers, you don't even see them on the battlefield anymore, but if anybody remembers the old Knights of Camelot days with the Lancelot and the Gareth, where the weapons are on a certain side and it's protected by a shield, a hard shield. And so people got really, really good. I think it's on the right-hand side the weapons are. So people got really, really good at basically corner shooting. And so that's you saw a little bit of Cerebus gameplay. And as you can see there, is that as soon as anybody gets close to me, I'm dead. But you know what? It does its job, right? I mean, it's not really going to win the game for you. But if you're looking for something that's cheap, not that hard or expensive to upgrade, and it's kind of fun and different, and isn't exactly chasing the meta, then it's a good option. And so let's see who else is on the Suicide Squad today. Well, we got our good friend here, the Raven, and I thought I'd throw some ice weapons on it here. Again, I don't think that they're all maxed. I got a couple maxed ones, but then I think a rhyme or 2 is maybe a level 10 or something like that. I've been sort of maxing them in the background here, just kind of upgrading a little bit. Definitely devastating up close. There's 300 meter range. And by now everybody has one at least, but just for the people who don't know, the idea of the ice weapons is that basically their special ability is that they actually slow you down and reduce your speed when you hit your enemy. It doesn't slow you; it slows your enemy, I should say. And it's kind of how do I put it here? This old Suicide Squad bot. So the Raven is actually kind of a better mid-range bot, right? I mean, there's some people on that run it all the time, and they usually run min-range stuff. They use the Russian Death button setup, Columbus and pins. Some people are using Scourges and Sparks a lot. It's another good one. I normally wouldn't run it as this sort of death button setup, but I thought I'd take it out and try anyway. And I got what do I got on here? What do you guys need to know about this thing? Well, I mean, if you don't run it already, then it is again another one. It's one of these glass cannons. It actually will it doesn't take that much of a pounding. It doesn't really have a hard shield. It has a couple cool buffs recently, in that when you jump, you get some added damage resistance. And I think I have the Lottie Rose Pilot on there, which also that's what it was. The Lottie Rose Pilot gives you damage resistance when you use your ability. And Pixo also buffed it in the recent weeks, or whatever it was, months, I guess, where they gave you a damage boost when you jump as well, and it has 2 double jumps. And so if you time it carefully, it's kind of cool. Now you get this double whammy effect. You get a little bit of protection for yourself, and you get an extra punch when you shoot. Now, unfortunately, my Lottie Rose Pilot isn't leveled up very far, so I only had 1 skill on there, I think. But I mean, that's part of the theme, right? I mean, that's a suicide bot. So anyway, let's get out here again, and I kind of cheat a little bit, because this isn't exactly what you'd call a Suicide Squad bot, because it is really a meta bot here. This white dragon with the fancy skin. I got a couple Vipers on it, but again, I just recently won that. What the hell's the name of the pilot there? Yang or Lee or something like that. Anyway, he's the pilot that allows you to have quantum radar when you fly. And so I'm trying to level him up, and I think he's only like level... Well, he's only got the built-in skill and 1 more skill, so he's nowhere near maxed. And so I guess technically that counts as a suicide, doesn't it? And so I'm going to get out there, and you can see what happens. As soon as I take to the air, I can see this guy, which is great. But you know what? I hate to say it. I think for me personally, I think the jury is still out whether or not I like the Alika Jenner, I think it is, pilot better than I like the Quantum Radar pilot. And the reason why is that the other pilot, which I run on my other White Dragons, gives you a damage boost, and I gotta double check it, but I think it might be as high as 15% or something insane like that. I gotta double check. You can Google it if you want. But I'm finding that extra killing power when you're in the air. I mean, you can run Quantum Radar as a module, and then when you get up in the air, when you hit people with that extra damage, it really a lot of times saves your life, because you kill people so fast that you can get in there, kill somebody, and then get out without taking any damage whatsoever. Whereas I'm finding the battles are lasting longer when I'm using the Quantum Radar pilot, and then I put a health module on it because I thought I didn't need Quantum Radar. But what's happening is now I'm on the ground, and there's all kinds of guys in stealth, and I don't have Quantum Radar, right? So I mean, it's kind of a mix and a match, isn't it? I guess the jury's out. I'm gonna have to play a little bit more and level up that Quantum Radar pilot and see how it goes. Anyway, you've been kind of watching some of my gameplay here. How are we doing on the beacon bar? 3-2, but we got pretty good beacon. Progress on them. It's getting down to brass tacks, isn't it? There's only 4 of us left and 4 of them. And I got my leech here with my fancy Christmas skin on it. I really like the skin. And I got these quantum... Christ, I can't even talk anymore. They're not quantum radars. I got these 4 atomizers on here. I don't know. I must be drinking or something. Maybe the quarantine here, the coronavirus quarantine is starting to affect my mind. But these are level 10. And so, again, they're not nowhere near max. They're not MK2. I'm not really a big fan of them, but I'm maxing them up anyway. Eventually, they're sucking up all my silver reserves dry here. But I'm going to try to get them maxed eventually and see if they are good at MK2. Because if you watch any of my other videos, and check them out on my channel, any of my other videos about the atomizer, I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest. I just don't find them to have the killing power and the stopping power that, say, what would be good examples? Where Scourge would be better at a longer range and give you more versatility, and up close, cryo weapons. Cryo weapons would be phenomenal for a leech as well. I mean, because you can do that insane damage and then leech onto somebody and get that protection while you get away to safety. So anyway, there you go. You see that I didn't last very long in that. Again, level 10 atomizers aren't going to win you a lot of games, but it's a Suicide Squad, man. Nobody here goes into battle in the Suicide Squad expecting to come out alive. That's just the way we roll. All right, let's just see how we did. Let me see. Boy, that game went by fast, eh? So Suicide Squad, wow, 600,000 silver payout. 2.5 million damage, 13 kills, and 7 beacons. Wow, not bad, eh? All right, well, that's the Suicide Squad. Hopefully you liked what you saw. As always, hit the subscribe, hit the like, let me know what you think. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.